Truth be told, this shit we give y'all is like a religion to the streets. Ask about us. I was a boy in the hood before I ever knew Puffy.
Alright, we here. We live, in effect. It's your boy, him. You know who it is. Alright, my nigga Black was like, look, B, it all sounds good. The stock thing, the penny stock thing, the new hustle. But I'm trying to turn 3 into 6. And I feel that. I dig that. I'm here to show you how to do that. I'm going straight in, man. You know what the conversation was at. Alright, penny stocks. First off, penny stocks are anything trading under $5 a share. So $5, like when we talking like per share, you want to buy as many shares as possible. One of the misconceptions of Wall Street is that you want to buy the most expensive stock possible. That ain't where the money is. It's all about the shares. Because Wall Street is a game of percentages. You want to get a certain percentage. It's not about the dollar amount. Like you don't want to go out and buy a stock that's $25 a share if you ain't got number $300 because you're not going to get that many shares. You know what I'm saying? Shares is what gets you that money. The more shares you got, the more profit. You know what I'm saying? It's like with them J's that came out, the Concords. You know, you got them. You know what I'm saying? You camped out, you got the J's. I got them. But it was cats trying to buy as many pairs as possible, which basically is equivalent to shares, so they can sell them on the flip tip. The more pairs they had, the more they was able to sell them for. You know what I'm saying? Because if they was selling them for, J's were 170 and they sold them for 225, they wouldn't really generate no profit. But imagine you was getting that $60 profit for each pair of Jordan that you had. You got 4 or 5 pairs, you generated, $200, $250, on flips, on small flips. So basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to establish a realistic goal, you know what I'm saying, a daily goal, because you can trade every day. You know what I'm saying? If you talk to any financial advisor, they're going to tell you, look, you can't trade every day, not to trade every day, and you can't even make money unless you got, a few thousand in the stock market. And I'm here to tell you that, look, I started from nothing. If you're a hustler like I am, you can start with nothing and go to something. And once you start seeing those returns, once you start seeing that money accumulating in that account, you're gonna get in hustle mode. You're gonna say, oh man, I can't believe I was busting my ass for X amount of dollars when I could have been doing this all alone. But like I say, man, you knew better, you do better. I'm here to show you how to do better. But that's basically the concept. Penny stocks are very niche. They fly-by-night companies. They're some of the sketchiest companies ever. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them be scams. It's called pump and dump. You know what I mean? Like what a pump and dump is, the stock is being pumped up for a short time period because the investors or the companies are trying to raise capital. So like you being an investor, you put money into this account or into this company so that they can make money off your money. It's a money game. You selling your money, and they selling you in return a piece of the company. But we day trade. That's what we talking about. We talking about day trade. We not trying to be in this thing for a week or two. We want our paper now. It's like boom. I got the product. I'm trying to move it as soon as possible, ASAP. It ain't I'm trying to wait 2-3 days. So we're not investing long term, and we quick flipping. That's what we're doing. I'm showing y'all the process. So we got the whole penny stock concept. Stocks under $5. You want to get as many shares that you can afford to get at a certain dollar amount. You know what I'm saying? Next thing is the process to how. You got to have a brokerage account. You just can't put $300 in thin air. You got to put it in a brokerage account. That's where your online brokers come in at. When I was just starting out, you know what I mean, I started out with Zecco. Z-E-C-C-O, Zecco.com. You know what I'm saying? They charge like $4.95 a trade. I've used Zecco in the past. I've used Share Builder. They were good for like beginners. ShareBuilder.com. I used to use I did a little E-Trade. Like your broker is like, you know what I'm saying? That's who you use to get out there. That's who making the willing and dealing for you. Your brokerage account. You know what I'm saying? Your online broker. I currently use Thinkorswim. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about Thinkorswim, they not rocking with you unless you got 2 G's to put in minimum. You can't hop in Thinkorswim unless you got minimum 2,000. But Zecco, you can start Zecco with any amount of money. You know what I'm saying? There's no maintenance fees, things like that. And you can start a Share Builder. Share Builder don't have no minimums, anything like that. You can start with whatever. like I said, my first investment was at $100. You know what I'm saying? I bought about 90 shares of Finish Line. I turned them things into $1,200. When I say $100 turned into $1,200, man, that was amazing. I'm like, man, money do grow on trees. You know what I mean? But anyways, like that's the whole starter process. You basically, you know, you take your basic information. You go to you know, one of these online brokers, online platforms. I prefer if you're investing under $1,000 to roll with a company like Zeco, because they pretty cool. Sogo Trade, you know, they pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have under $1,000. If you invest in more than $1,000, you got $2,000 and put into the account. You know what I'm saying? Thinkorswim is where it's at. Cause like the whole broker, like picking your broker process, like you're gonna be making money, but you don't want to be coming out of too much money with the commission fees. Cause the commission fees, for like, again, like you try to say, okay, let's say you got $300 in your broker account that you want to trade with, you want to use that to pimp with. Let's say you want to just put $1.50 in a stock. So because you don't have to use your whole $3, you use what you want to use, what you feel comfortable using. You know what I'm saying? So you put your $1.50 in the stock. So to execute that trade, you got to pay $1.55 to execute that trade. Let's say that you make a $50 profit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be charged another $5 to execute that trade. So that's why I always try to make sure that your profit is worth the commission. You know what I mean? They don't be out here nickel and diming for extra $20, $30 when you pay $10 with the commission. You want to at least see a profit. You know what I'm saying? 50, 60 bucks. You know, worth your profit. According to like the rules and regulations, you only allow 3 day trades a week. You know what I'm saying? Per 5-day period. What a day trade is, when you get in a position at, let's say, 9 a.m. and you get out that position because you done made your money at 9:30. You know what I'm saying? A.m. That's a day trade. You only allow 3 of those per week. But what I do is, to get me a trade every week or every day, I get like 2-3 trades every day. That's what I do. I do a different strategy where I buy in at the close and I get out open. Easy. You know what I'm saying? So that way I can trade as much as I want to trade until my account get above 25,000. Once your account above 25,000, you can do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You trade, you make your money whenever you want to make it. I remember what was that? Last Tuesday, I made $1.50 in 4 minutes. My girl was like, "You made what?" I made $1.50 in 4 minutes, man. Just, you know, and I got in and out the trade. So that was 1 day trade for the week. So you gotta make sure your day trades are worth it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, it's all about doing your research. Like I said, I'm gonna break down the process. This just was, you know, just letting, you know, Black and, you know, Tony Sapp, you know what I'm saying, a couple guys who were inquiring about the initial how-to process. This was just basically me, you know, me listing, you know, ways, you know, to set up your brokerage account, different online brokers, what a penny stock is, and that, you know, that little motivation gets you going, man. So if you're a hustler like me, you're gonna end up turning nothing into something, into everything. You know what I mean? That's what we here to do. We here to grow together. You know what I mean? I'm giving you the game, giving you a little bit of the game for free. Now, you know, I got my own little hedge fund, you know, investment group. And we come together, we do our thing, we buy out, you know, we buy out positions in companies, and we get in, we get out, we set goals. So I'm headed to lend my services to y'all, and like I say, do it on what you want. You got questions, concerns, hit me up. I think the email is tmclub CEO@gmail.com. You know, and like I said, just hit the little send, DM, direct message, whatever it is, you know what I mean? And I'll get back at you when I get back at you.
YMCMB, a whole lot of money.
DJ Folk.
Let's go. Hey, yo, Birdman.
Fresh off